Although missing 411 can be a pretty dark topic, there are some stories with happy endings. For anyone who might not be aware, missing 411 refers to people who have gone missing in the wilderness, most oftenly the United States' national park system, and typically under extremely bizarre conditions. When, and if they are found, survivors often have no recollection of what happened in the time since they disappeared. Those who are less lucky have their bodies turn up in areas that would have been utterly inaccessible to them. Sometimes any traveling companions they might have been with report them vanishing seconds after they took their eyes off of them, and despite heavy speculation, no one really knows just what exactly is causing these disappearances. The case I want to talk about today occurred over a year and a half ago, back in January of 2019 in North Carolina. I'll drop a link to the news article in the description of this video, but essentially what happened was a 3-year-old boy named Casey disappeared from his grandmother's backyard on January 21st, prompting a search by local law enforcement, the FBI, Marines from the nearby Camp Lejeune, and over 600 volunteers, allowing him to be found safe and sound 3 days later. That by itself isn't too strange, but curiously, when he was found, he claimed that while he was missing, he'd been kept safe by a bear. While black bears do live in North Carolina, the problem with this story is that they start hibernating in November. By January, they'd pretty much all be asleep, but kids are known to exaggerate and outright lie. It's more than possible that the bear was just an invention of his imagination. But that raises a new set of questions. During the 3-day span where he was missing, he would have been beset upon by chilling temperatures, harsh winds, and heavy rain. Yet when he was found, the worst he suffered was minor scrapes and cuts. So, as you can probably guess from the title of this video, could it have been a Bigfoot that the kid called a bear? It's obviously very fantastical sounding, but I wouldn't rule it out completely. There are numerous stories of Sasquatches protecting people, in many instances young children, as they're obviously not going to be perceived as a threat from danger, and the American ape man certainly does have his toes dipped into the missing 411 phenomenon. If a Bigfoot did run into the kid, the creature protecting him might be able to explain how he was able to survive without injury for 3 days in those conditions. Now, obviously, a very young kid, in this case 3, might not be familiar with Bigfoot and would call it a bear, as that's the closest equivalency he would have. But, of course, I never claim to have all the answers. What do you think happened here? Let me know in the comment section below.